We've been here about 45 minutes or so, and just within the past couple of minutes is when the rain and the wind has picked up. It's the worst that it's been, and it's a driving rain that kind of hurts when it hits your face. Mr. Vice President, do you plan on running for president? When I found out that I was going to be doing this on Friday of last week, I was so excited. It wasn't until I was driving up here, and you can't miss it, it's pretty imposing, that I got a little nervous. Neil and Pam's is a Surfside Beach staple, and it has been since it opened here in 1985. I'll step out of the frame here for a moment. You can't really see the extent of the damage from the outside. Take a look behind me. You see the harbor walk is completely underwater. And this season, the PGA Tour makes 2 stops in South Carolina, one of them down on Hilton Head Island for the Heritage Classic. That tournament played for more than 5 decades. We were here at Myrtle Beach International Airport to talk about power being out and the airport being on generators, but through the magic of live television and, more importantly, the hard work of folks at Santee Cooper, power was restored here at 10:58, just 2 minutes before show. Bob, the wedding is literally happening right now. The I do just went out. So congratulations to that couple. Still no word as to whether or not they're going to have to send out all of those thousands of thank you cards to the people that are here. Let's take a field trip and let's show you some of this surge that's seeped into the area here in downtown Georgetown. You see some limbs. But you can also spend time on this 3,500 square foot ice rink. I got to make sure I don't fall. And this is actually an ice rink put together by the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce. News 13 at 11 starts with breaking news tonight. This is the scene of an active Horry County police investigation near Surfside Beach. Details are limited right now, but we're told it involves a barricaded person. Good evening, and thanks for tuning in late tonight. I'm Manny Martinez. Let's get right back to that breaking news. News 13's Maya Lockett is at the scene for us and has been for a little more than an hour. Maya, exactly where are you and what are you seeing right now? Good evening. News 13 at 6 starts with a deadly shooting early this morning at an Horry County bar, not all that far from the campus of Coastal Carolina University. Turning now to a couple of crime tracker stories at 11:04. This Timminsville man's accused of shooting and killing his own son. Larry Ellerby is in jail tonight, charged with murder, after Police Chief Thomas McFadden says Ellerby shot his son following an argument. It happened last night at a home on Bowman Circle. The son's name has not yet been officially released. In Georgia, 9 kids shot last night at a gas station. Thankfully, though, all of them expected to be okay. Meanwhile, we expect the search for debris from the suspected Chinese spy balloon shot down off our coast to resume tomorrow, weather permitting. A Navy official told CBS News Friday the weekend's bad weather would have the recovery effort on hold. Military officials say a significant amount of the debris has been located. However, much of the technology the balloon was carrying still sits at the bottom of the ocean. Crime Tracker update now at 11. Since we last saw you at 6:30, the Robeson County Sheriff's Office has arrested one of the 3 people deputies wanted in connection with a deadly shooting. First tonight at 11, we continue to follow the big story of the week out of Robeson County. Tuesday's shooting that killed 3 and injured another. We have to address the elephant in the room. We're matching.
We totally did not plan this.
Not planned. And as a matter of fact, I'm a little embarrassed. Before we go, Hannah, a little surprise for you. We got you some cupcakes. It's a special day because as of 18 minutes ago, yeah, zoom in on these. As of 18 minutes ago, it is Hannah Ronner's birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Exciting. I hope you like red velvet. Well, if I were JT Tiger, my idol, I would definitely miss this putt. I did a couple for practice, and it's dry in here, and I drilled it. Body cam footage released this afternoon shows the scramble to end a Florence County car chase. Got it going. The suspect, identified as Jason McRae, left his car and led deputies into Magnolia Mall Wednesday afternoon. Watch as McRae, who's seen with a gun, hops over a bench before he's tased to the ground.
Put your hands behind your back. That gun about got you killed.
Florence County Sheriff T.J. Joy calls it a heart-stopping video. It's less than 30 seconds from the time the deputy leaves his car to when McRae's in handcuffs.
So happy that we're not burying a deputy. You know, it was a very intense situation, very proud of how professional my deputy handled it. And the way they worked it, it makes you proud, it really does.
2.5-year Sheriff's Office veteran Corporal Tommy Rauch made the arrest, and the split-second decision receiving praise to use his taser instead of his gun.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I would have transitioned from the weapon to my taser. I don't believe I'd have done that. It's breathtaking. It truly is.
McRae had been wanted for murder out of Robeson County since last May. Florence County deputies didn't know that until after he was arrested. They initially tried to make a traffic stop on I-95. Magnolia Mall said in a statement to News 13, "We are fortunate to have a great relationship with the local law enforcement agencies and appreciate their prompt response in apprehending the suspect." Sheriff Joy says releasing the video less than 24 hours after it happened is about transparency.
I don't want any doubt of what happened or any, whether it's good or bad, it's going to come to surface. We did a great job, so I release it when we mess up. I'm going to release it when we do great.
Bundle up and buckle up. Today's sunshine overshadowed by falling temperatures and whipping winds across our area. Shaking our live cam overlooking downtown Florence and creating big ripples beneath the Captain Pooh Swing Bridge in Little River. These gusts at Myrtle Beach International this morning, too strong for 2 incoming flights, forcing diversions to Columbia and Charleston.
We're prepared to go pick them up if we have to.
Online tracking data shows 9 cancellations so far and more than 24 delays at MYR. This family trying to pass 2 days to make it home to Chicago.
Extremely frustrating. My daughter's home. Christmas Eve is tomorrow, and I don't think we're going home today.
Peak wind gusts in Myrtle Beach today reached 55 miles an hour. 51 the number to beat in Florence. Strong winds also knocked down trees and power lines, leaving at one point thousands in our area without power. Temperatures tonight are expected to dip into the 20s along the coast and teens further inland. 4 below the wind chill in Hartsville tomorrow morning. As people brace for the cold, it's already been a hectic week at 1 Hour Heating and Air in Myrtle Beach.
Preparation has definitely driven up call volume. We are busier because of that, trying to get out to everybody before people take vacations or have family and friends in town for the holidays.
Such a bad investment, the return is probably negative.
Perhaps an ownership dispute is on the horizon over Pelicans Ballpark in Myrtle Beach. The city owns 70% and manages the park. Horry County owns the rest. Renovations to bring it to league standards and player development could cost close to $60 million. You and I wouldn't notice most of the upgrades, which would include enhanced clubhouses and even a kitchen. Horry County Council member Gary Loftus doesn't see the value.
If we invest in a subdivision or something like that, at least we get property taxes. We don't get a thing out of this thing.
Loftus isn't alone. Here's the rest of County Council plus the county's attorney reacting 2 weeks ago to estimated renovation costs 4 times higher than reported 2 years ago.
Can we give them our share?
I was thinking the same
Can we
thing.
sell them our share?
I've been asking that for 5 years.
Who negotiated that contract is what I want to know.
It's a horrible contract. The only way we can get out of it is to breach it, which is a possibility.
Should we be discussing this in an executive session?
Probably.
The original 20-year lease agreement dates back to 1998. It's been extended twice, and the team pays yearly rent based on a percentage of revenue beyond $3.25 million.
We'd love to keep the Pelicans in Myrtle Beach. We've got a long record with them, and I think a lot of our residents and our tourists enjoy having the Pelicans here.
Through 7 home games this season, the Pelicans average close to 4,000 tickets sold each game out of 6,600. It's almost 60%.
People do not come to Myrtle Beach to see the Pelicans play low Class A baseball.
We're looking at the needs that this stadium has. It's consistently ranked one of the best fan experiences in the country for minor league baseball.
The city and county do have a legal history. It's been almost 2 years since both sides settled a lawsuit over redevelopment of the former Air Force Base.
I'd love to sit down with the city of Myrtle Beach and talk it over.
It was a special part of my heart. When they took him, they took my heart away.
Rosalind Langley mourning her son Robert, who SLED says was shot and killed by Hemingway police officer Cassandra Dollard. SLED's report says Dollard tried to pull Langley over for running a stop sign. And after a high-speed chase that ended at this Georgetown County intersection, she shot Langley once in the chest, fearing for her safety, all according to the report without ever spotting a weapon. Langley leaves behind 10 children and a 3-month-old granddaughter.
That's going to be on my heart until his children be able to get taken care of.
I only have one picture with him, and that was when I graduated from high school. And I know that we don't have a lot of pictures, but we do have memories, lots of memories.
The family met with SLED and the solicitor this morning to review dash cam footage showing the shooting, and they were joined by State Senator Gerald Malloy, as well as civil rights attorney and former South Carolina House Rep. Bakari Sellers.
They were able to see him being shot unjustifiably. They were able to hear him
gargling blood and fighting for air for his life. They were able to go through and see every image that you dare not want to see.
This has been hard.
15th Circuit Solicitor Jimmy Richardson says showing families footage of officer-involved shootings is about transparency.
It dispels any rumors and dispels misinformation, that not in the media, but social media and word on the street.
Perhaps coming as soon as next spring, PGA Tour golf on the Grand Strand. The big reveal, though not yet final, was at the South Carolina State House by the state's head of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism.
The other $800,000 is Myrtle Beach is trying to attract a PGA Tour event.
Dwayne Parrish told committee members the bulk of the funding for the event would come from the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce and Golf Tourism Solutions. Here's Chamber President Karen Reardon in the room just moments later with a wink and then a shush. Local golfers love the idea.
I'm excited. It's about time that we got one up here.
Oh, that's fantastic. I tell you, that's another drawing card for the Myrtle Beach area.
The Grand Strand last hosted a PGA-sanctioned event in 2000. The Senior Tour Championship played in Myrtle's Inlet, won by Tom Watson. But the region has never hosted the PGA Tour.
We deserve a PGA Tour event.
Former Tour pro turned analyst Charlie Reimer lives in Myrtle's Inlet. He says the Grand Strand features a host of courses to choose from, with lots of golf fans making it a strong market.
We would absolutely kill it. It would... the energy there would be incredible.
The Chamber confirmed the effort to host an event, but despite speaking with another news outlet, declined our request for an interview, citing concerns of jeopardizing the deal. Golf Tourism Solutions told us it has no comment at this time. The PGA Tour spokesperson says the tour's always discussing new markets, something that has owners at local apparel shop golfknickers.com hopeful.
It would be nuts. We'd have people probably phoning out here all day. So it's a really exciting opportunity for us. We're pretty excited. Hopefully everything goes through okay.